Big news coming in the development with regard to the sedition law hearing that's in the court. The government of the centre has told the Supreme Court that they're keen to modify the sedition law. The next hearing will be in the second week of the month of August. The government of the centre has pledged relook at the sedition law. The government has said the law rejig will likely be in the monsoon session, because this, remember, is what the lawmakers have to decide on how the sedition law changes. But they have told the Supreme Court that consultation process of the re-evaluation of section 124A, which represents sedition, is at a substantially advanced stage. So that means discussions are currently ongoing to make any sort of changes in the sedition law. Government has told the Supreme Court that there might be something coming soon in the monsoon session, because remember, for the longest time there has been a debate on sedition and whether it is at this point cannot be used as extensively as it is used on a lot of issues. Let's get across Anisha Mathur for the latest coming in, our legal correspondent. Anisha, because right now there's no clarity of what does the government mean as a rejig or a relook, but why exactly that they have told the court that they are looking at some changes at the monsoon session? What does it mean?
Well, Pooja, we've been seeing this for the last year, several months, that earlier the court had been informed in October that possibly in the winter session something could be coming. Remember, in 2021, when the stay order had been granted by a bench headed by then Chief Justice Ramana, the Supreme Court had very clearly said that the modern there is no space for a law like sedition law in the modern world, that there is a freedom of expression, that there is a certain level of freedom of speech and expression under Article 19, and you cannot have such kind of archaic laws continuing. Since then, the centre has been saying repeatedly that they will be conducting some sort of a review of the law. And in fact, the last affidavit that had been filed last year, also the centre had said that we are in the process of consultation. We will have to change the law, because the sedition law is something that has been carried forward from the British period, from the original 1860 IPC. And the centre has been saying that we will be making certain changes. Now, once again, the Attorney General has informed the court that the deliberations are at an advanced stage, that he has already been consulted for one round of deliberations. Possibly the government is also working on the feedback they've received after consultations. And Attorney General...
Anisha, it's very interesting. Keep tracking the latest. So have our policymakers decided on the sedition law, which has been for long debatable, about how much is the extension that the sedition law can be used with regard to whether you can speak or say something about the country and its borders and the boundaries. So a lot on that. Perhaps there will be a modification coming in soon. Anisha Mathur with the latest.